up, guys? Right here. It's gonna be the start of a new series. It's gonna be I don't even know what I should name this. Making your first ability, making your first power, something like that. You'll see it when you see this video. So this is gonna be like the download. Wait, let me add the regs. Pretty much what we're gonna do. Well, what I'm gonna do is just pretty much teach you how to make abilities, ranging from like the hold and charge ones to like just press ones, and they're gonna have like explosion, and it's just gonna be crazy. And so the download will include this place so you can follow along with like all these different effects, so you can make whatever type of move you want. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I like to do is like just like plan out how the ability is gonna look. So I'm gonna use probably this mesh. Probably gonna be like an explosion type thing. Just do something like it's gonna be a move, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So like this. So I just like to concept it out on like how it's gonna look, so I can get like a visual representation. Yeah, let me just make something I like. Thicken this up. Let me make it thicker. Let's do 10. And we can do scale that up. I think I could shrink this a little bit. Yeah, and this is gonna be like a. Let me make it like a red color. Like a nice volcanic color like that. Copy this and use the same color for this. Oh. And let's unlock. I guess I can have like a I want these. I don't know if I can use these. Let me see how this looks. Yeah, I'm gonna also try to keep these videos like 10 minutes or lower. Or like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's like not too long, cause yeah, I've been putting out like super long videos recently. Okay. I don't know. I guess I could use a duplicate of that. Make this like a yellow. Maybe make it upwards. Get that bit of oomph. Yeah, let me do that. Flatten this. Then it's gonna look like this when it hits. This can be like red. It's like a red orange, like a fiery looking attack. I think this is good. Something like slight, simple. Okay, so after you like concept it out, right? Do you want to name them accordingly? So I'm gonna name this the center, because it pretty much is the center of the move. The name is wave 1, and I'm gonna name this Ground. I guess I could do wave too. Yeah, that's fine. Just a little bit more. Should I make this? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay. So after you name them, make a local script. I'm gonna call this magic. What do you want to call it? I'm gonna call it Death Beam. Some type of big beam that just comes from the sky. Okay. And go to replicated storage, make a remote event. Let me just call this Death. Go to server script service. I'm gonna call this magic Death Beam. Okay. So now, once we got the two scripts, right click on the server script, insert a folder, and call it meshes. And you can duplicate this and then name one of them animations, because that's where your animations will go. And I think that's it. I don't know, should we use sound? Yeah, we can use sound. Duplicate it again. I'm gonna call it sound. Alright, so sorry for the cut there. Okay, so after you like name them and set up the scripts in remote, select all your meshes that you're gonna be using in the move. Sorry for the cut. So after you set up your move, like your meshes, like your concept, Control C to copy it, and then right click on meshes, paste them to. So now we pasted them, and if you see like they're not there because we put them in a folder, that's supposed to happen. It's not like a bug or a glitch or anything. It's just, you know, because some people from like the last tutorials and stuff, they were saying that that's a glitch. And also, like, if you wanted to know how to drag something to like a script or a folder, just go to Explorer, select the object, click and drag it all the way down to wherever you want it. So now we're gonna set this up. Go to the local script. We're gonna do local player. Equal game. Get service players. Dot local player. So that just gets out our player. Then we're gonna do local UIS, which is user input service. And we're gonna do game colon get service user input service. Oh, wrong thing. User input service. So after getting that, we're gonna do a debounce and cooldown. So for me, I'm gonna do debounce is equal to false. Local cooldown is equal to, let's say, 3 seconds. Alright, so now we're gonna set up the remote event. So we're gonna do local RP is equal to game get service replicated storage, and then def is the remote, so we're gonna do local def RP wait for child def. And now we're going to do the input begin function. So yeah, input begin function. Then we're gonna do input is typing. So pretty much what these two say is input is the key that you press. Is typing is like a sort of checker to, like, if you're like typing in chat and you type in like the input key, then the move won't get activated while you're typing in chat. So we're gonna do if is typing, then not require return, else if input dot key code is equal to enum dot key code. We always do like QER. Let's do F, because why not? Then, so we just set it up. So like we said, if you're typing in chat, it won't work. And if you're not in chat, you press F, then it will run this code. So now we're gonna set up debounce. So if debounce is equal to false, I should probably start off by saying what a debounce is. So a debounce is something that keeps the script from repeating itself, like, constantly. Sorry about the cut. But yeah, it keeps the script from repeating itself. How are we gonna set this? Yeah, so we're gonna do debounce is set to true. So this line of code, like this group of code, will only run if debounce is equal to false. So at the start of the game, of course, it's gonna be false, but when you use the ability, it sets it to true, which means if you press F again, then the move won't run until debounce is back to false. Okay, so now we're going to fire the remote event. So we're going to do def colon fire server, and that's all we need. So now if we go down here, drop a few lines, we're going to finish the debounce by doing remote event. So def on client event colon connect function. So pretty much this is going to be ran after the move is done, so then it can start the cooldown. So I'm going to do wait cooldown set debounce to false. So what this does is, once this is ran, then we will wait the cooldown second and then set debounce back to false. So now we want to copy these two lines. We want to go over to the server script, paste it, and then we're going to do def.on server event colon connect function player. So anytime player fires a remote event, the parameter, like the first parameter of the remote event, is always the player that fired the remote. So if you wanted to get the character's player, then we would just do character is equal to player dot character. And then we're going to do local humanoid. So getting the humanoid will allow us to play the animations that we make. So we're going to do local character, wait for child, humanoid. And that's how we get to play this humanoid. So now at the bottom of the script, I'm going to put in comments this line, just fire client player. So what this will do, once I uncomment this, every time the move is finished, this will fire the client, and you always have to send the player back through the fired client, or else it won't work. So once you do this, right, this fire client player goes back to this, which then runs this bit of code, aka the cooldown. Okay, so now we're going to get the meshes, like the folders. and stuff. I'm gonna do local animations. Go to script, wait for child. Animations, local meshes, equal to script, wait for child, meshes. And local sounds is equal to script, wait for child, sounds. I'm actually gonna go a bit over 10 minutes. I'm probably already over it, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is make like the move, like spawn, but it's not gonna do its effects, like the spinning or growing larger or any type of thing until like the next part. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. We need a place to store the effects, so then after it's done, we can just remove that. So I like to use folders, so I'm gonna call this folder effects is equal to instance.new folder workspace. Alright, and then effects.name equal to effects, and we're gonna do player.name dot space effects. So the server wouldn't remove everybody's effects if you have it like do such a thing, you know. Okay, so now we're going to pretty much spawn the move in front of our player. So we're gonna do local center is equal to meshes, wait for child center. Then we have to clone it so we have multiple copies. That's the frame is equal to character, wait for child, excuse me, character wait for child, humanoid root part. Actually, I'll put this in a variable. So I'm gonna do a p call humanoid root part is equal to that. So then we don't have to type all of that. Times we wanted to spawn in front of us. Let's say. So the C frames, right? So I'll explain a bit of the C frame. So if you want something to spawn in front of us, the C frame, right? So think of it as X, Y, Z. Z is going to be front to back, X is left to right, and Y is up and down. So if we want the mesh to go in front of us, for some weird reason, I don't know why, but you have to use a negative number to go in front of you. Maybe I just need to look into C-frame more and understand, but yeah, we're gonna do it like 20 blocks away. And we don't want the left, right, up and down to change right now. So then we're gonna do parent is equal to effects, and make sure all your meshes are anchored. They will never be like unanchored unless like using body velocities. So like I was saying, make sure your meshes are anchored, because you know you don't want them falling through the map or just falling in general. That will cause lag and a whole bunch of other problems. Alright, so now I want to make sure that I get this properly placed, so I just like to play test and see like the position of it. And leave this F. Yeah, don't be like that. Press F. Ah, it's horizontal. Okay. So we're gonna have to change the orientation. So whenever changing the orientation of an object, and you're using C-frame as well, make sure you do orientation after the C-frame, or the C-frame will overwrite it. So what I'm saying is, let's see, for instance, let me see this, if this works real quick. This should make it like upright and stuff. Yeah. So if we do this above that, like above the C-frame, then the C-frame overwrites it and it's back to that. So yeah, you want to change orientation at the C-frame. So now we have that. We want to make it go up. So the size of this is 18.4. Let me change this to like 20. And then we're going to make this like half that size. And I think this should be good. We do F. Too much, okay. So now we can play around with this value. Let's try 5. Excuse me. That seems good. Let me just. Where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah. Let me just like check and see how far it is in the map. Let's make it go up a little bit more. Like 2 studs. Or 2 blocks, whatever. Let's do that. 1.5. Let's do 6.5. Alright, that's good. So we have the basis of it. So now I want to spawn any other effects. So let's just wave 1 meshes. Wait for a child. And we want to set the C frame to center of C frame, cause like that's the center is gonna be like your framework, your foundation of the move. So you want everything to be on the C frame of that. Let's just do. I don't even know how far down this is gonna be. We just thought a -10. And we want that parent is equal to effects. Then we're gonna see if this spawns. It should, because we parent it. Oh. Oh yeah, and we're doing C frame. Yeah. Okay. So now what we want to do is I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna do -10 on that side. Let's see which part works better. Okay, so it's out of the way. -10. I'm gonna do the orientation always after the C frame. I'm gonna do minus vector 3 dot new 90 0 0. And now let's test. Press that. Whoa, okay. Okay, so it's in the right orientation. But I guess, yeah, since we have it like turned like upright, we're gonna have to change that to a positive. Or pretty much do like your own, like, so whatever move you're doing, make sure you're using the values right for your move. on like right for your placements and orientations and stuff. You know, just create your own move. Like if you're just starting out, then you can copy this. But if like you're experienced, you just want to know like the framework of how to do these type of things, and create your own move along with me. Okay, let's make that go down. Let's say 7. Okay, that's good. That's real nice. Alright. So now we're gonna do the last wave. We're gonna set the C frame to wave 1, because this is gonna be right under it. I'm gonna have to lower it down like 3 maybe. And wave 2 parent is equal to effects. So if I've done this correctly, it might be too low, but if we get on the first try, that'd be awesome. Up, yep, too low. How low is it? It's like right there, ain't it? Yep. It's like right there. Okay. Let's do 2.75. Yep, that's great. Awesome. Alright, so this will conclude part 1. So to retrack or trace back, we picked like the meshes. We just concepted out how we wanted like the final thing to look, and then we scripted it to look like that. So in the next part that will come out tomorrow, I'll show you like how to animate it and give it all types of different effects, like growing in size and explosions and all this other cool stuff that you might enjoy, and also sound and animation. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, sub and share if you want to, and thanks for watching.